Alright, hello Kombat fans. I'm gonna go through the crypt with a little over 1 million coins and see what the crypt reveals. I've watched a couple of videos by Maximilian Dude. I think it's Dude or Dodd. Really love his videos. I made a couple of comments about one of the videos he made where he commented that he would prefer to have a microtransaction that unlocked everything. Not sure why he said that. Maybe I'm taking it out of context. But it just seems weird that the community was in an uproar that Mortal Kombat was too hard and they were playing it too long, so they wanted something to make it faster, or we needed more rewards. So, like, literally 500,000 of the coins that I've collected are what was just given to me by NetherRealm Studios. So I've moved around the crypt a little bit. I haven't unlocked a lot just because I haven't gone in and done the more effective ways of collecting coins, which I'm sure is out there. I just haven't watched any. So this is just going to be me. I'm going to go back to the front of the crypt, and we're just going to start unlocking things straight from the maybe the highest ones, or oh, I'm going down, aren't I? My bad. Going back up. Oh, you know what? My ability to navigate this area is poor. Actually, I don't think I can go out that way. So let's just start unlocking things. Let's see what a million will give me. So this is a 10,000. Earn black skin. We'll spin a couple of things down here and then we'll go back up. And I don't have a lot of souls. I hear these things give you the best stuff. Maybe. Shao Kahn Wrath Hammer. That's funny because I didn't pre-order Mortal Kombat 11, so I can't use that. It's enticing me to buy it though. I mean, eventually I'll probably buy Shao Kahn, but there's enough other characters that... Cetrion Eternal Corona. Alright. Some expensive stuff down here. Collector skin. Oh, I like that. I like that collector skin. Really nice. What's this? 5,000. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that I can't get back up to the other side unless I go up into like Goro's lair area and go back around. Okay, I like that. I even just recently watched one from Maximilian Dodd, and I apologize if I'm saying that right. I'm just calling Max. From Max's video where I guess he recently unlocked, he was talking about 100% completion on the crypt, which I'm far from. Where he got a no mask for Katana. I guess those are very rare. Let's see what we got. That was funny. Let's see here. Oh, I like that one too. Like just being down here underneath the pit, that being the pit above, I've gotten better stuff than some of the other chests that I've opened on the higher levels. Oh, that's real nice. Man, I've got some good stuff already. 250 hearts. Alright, so this is the first, maybe second heart chest that I've opened in the entire game. I don't really like the evil versions of Katana and Jade, and those haven't really interested me all that much. I mean, canonically it's interesting, I guess, but I've always wanted to take skins that kind of show their original designs of those three characters. That's a lot of guts. These guys had a lot of guts to fight on top of the pit, and now they lost it. Poor guys. Alright, so open up a couple of things here. I don't know exactly what unlocks these. Is it the hammer? I don't think it's the hammer. Yeah, it's not the hammer. I'm not sure what unlocks those. Not really playing a tutorial, sorry. Please leave a comment below on how naive I am on what each of these chests' requirements are besides the ones that are labeled with unlocking it with a coin. Alright, I've unlocked pretty much everything that's down here. Not everything. You saw that one chest with the skull at the front of it. That's probably something I haven't unlocked. Alright, so let's go back upstairs. I've seen some pretty good treasures and rewards coming from the offering, or the shrine that you can offer coins to. Maximilian did a pretty good video showing how reliable it is to spend $75,000 at that shrine, or 75,000 coins. Usually gets you a gear, and then the 100,000 gets you a skin, and it seemed to be pretty reliable. Oh man, that's a good one too. One thing I haven't seen is the skin for Sonya Blade, her classic skin. Actually being shown in the customize screen. So I don't know if that's something that exists, or if it was just for the story mode. I don't do a lot of Kinshi's mask stuff too, but I did watch that Maximilian video where he was talking about 100% Krypt completion, and I had a little spoiler. But I imagine that you're sort of prone to being spoiled on some secret stuff if you watch any of those videos. I really just want to go all the way up to the top. I haven't learned to navigate this place yet. Imagine I gotta go through what there? Yeah, possibly. Alright, I promise I'll try to get to the the front of the castle to just start opening stuff as I find them. I don't want to start with anything that's too expensive. I don't want to start with anything that's too cheap. I think it's this way. I should probably just look at my map. Yep, there's the top. I go through there. That one down there at the bottom, I believe, is the one that took me up. Is the one that took me to the bottom area of the pit. So I want to go to the front of the castle and kind of start from there. So I probably started this video while I was buried below the castle, and I should have started up at the top. But I'm still going to spend, I still have 1,200,000 to spend, so haven't really missed anything. Yeah, so Maximilian says that he grinded for from what it sounded like in his video, 20 hours of, he called grinding, of playtime to get the amount of coins and the amount of work that he needed to put in to unlock 100%. So 20 hours of game time. I don't know if that's just going through the towers of time over and over again. I know there's certain things that you can unlock just from playing the story mode. I don't think I've unlocked this door, and I'm not really sure how. I'm gonna open up a couple things. I'm sure it's pretty boring, you guys watching me just walk around here. Open up this chest right here. And again, I have no idea. I guess there's no way, from what I've heard, certainly I believe from the Kombat cast that NetherRealm Studios put out, about my chests that I open up in the game are not going to be the same as others' chests, but some are. Does anybody know what these shrines are for? It seems as if I went and killed one of these characters, I guess maybe in a tower, I would put their head on a spike. It definitely looks like something that, I don't know, I should probably watch a video, some other video, because I don't know what it's about. I don't necessarily want to be spoiled by it, I think, because all the Krypts that I've played in the past have been really interesting to discover on my own, but heck, even like Game of Thrones coming out, I don't watch Game of Thrones when it releases. I wait for the box sets, but I've had so much stuff spoiled already just from being in earshot of people talking about it. And I mean, it's not their fault, but I wait until the box sets come out and buy those and then just binge watch the whole thing. So it was kind of unfortunate, some of the things that get spoiled, and that's what kind of brings me back to what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, that the community's asking for Mortal Kombat to be easier and some of the rewards to be greater. That could work for some, but it doesn't work for everybody. Me having earned 500,000 coins just being given to me by not doing anything for those 500,000 because people were asking for it and demanding it, so NetherRealm Studios kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say caved in. They listened to what the community at large, or the most proliferated or most influential media outlets were telling them. So they like, okay, well, here's 500,000 to calm you guys down, because people were really upset or seemingly upset. Certain gamers, I guess, want things to be easier nowadays instead of actually playing the game, and they felt that Mortal Kombat 11 was taking too much of their time. And Maximilian even said that it was taking too much of his time away to get everything. And so he said it's taken him 20 hours to unlock all of the Krypt, so which means he's cut his game in half, essentially, with some of the changes that NetherRealm Studios has made. So, I mean, to each his own. I've complained pretty loudly about it. You know, I've verbalized, or I've chimed in with my 2 cents, and that's probably all they're worth. But just to kind of express my feeling. But anyway, all right, we're just going to start here and just clear this whole area out, see what we get. I'm going to spend $1 million at least. I like artwork. I know that some people don't enjoy spending any amount of coins on something that they can't use on a character in game, but isn't that the joy of this whole thing, is just being able to discover things. I'm glad they randomized it too. Again, I'm being told, I haven't looked at another player unlock any specific chest and then I go out and unlock that same chest, but I've heard that there are some that are the same for everybody, like the more expensive chests, or like the Shao Kahn chests. So I don't know, it's good that they put the little reference, like grid reference down at the bottom left, so I know I'm in the palace entrance, so people, if they wanted to say, hey, go find this specific area and then put on Kenshi's mask, And then you can even say stand at grid reference point. Like right now I'm at 7744238 at the palace entrance. And stand there and face in this direction. There's not a northeast, southwest. I think that moon is perpetually there. But it's nice that they have that so people can look online and create communities to do special things, but I'd rather kind of find it out on my own. So back to what I was saying before about making Mortal Kombat easier. Mortal Kombat has never been, I don't know, for everybody. It's not necessarily going to be a game that everybody's going to be perfect at or spend a lot of time in. Some do. I do. I personally would like to spend a lot of time in the game, honing skills, unlocking stuff, earning the coins legitimately. So to get 500,000 is, I guess, a nice gesture. Just now, essentially cut my game play time down, and I guess that's good for some. I really want that costume to the far right, the farthest right Kitana costume. That's pretty cool. Oh, even that the center one in the center box, that all black kind of spider web. That's very dominatrix. Yeah, artwork and the amount of content in this game is impressive. I'm very pleased with the game. That's why I was really surprised with how much uproar there was over a game demanding too much of a player's time. I've never heard such of a demand from players. Like, I want to play less, so give me things easier. You know, at a time where the sensitivity of things not lasting long enough, not having enough loot, not having enough reward to last the game. You know, what's the end game? But now people are screaming for make it easier so that I can get things easier is sort of counterproductive with all the work that people have done to keep microtransactions out of games. Now people want easy, play the game for me, essentially, is what it sounds like. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird, the state of the industry, and you know, the players' demands, so developers and producers try to answer, and then they answer, and it's not quite what, I don't know. Ooh. Royal Execution. That's a good one. So I guess Elder is the highest one? Yeah, and I'm nowhere near unlocking a lot of areas. I haven't unlocked the bridge yet. Frost Taunt. And I've also noticed that you can unlock... Ooh. What would Melina do? Oh, I hope they bring back Melina. I really do. I know story or timeline or the canon of the game says that she was killed by Devora. But I still hope they can bring her back. I mean, if you can bring Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into a DC universe and you can put Spawn and things, you know, out of context, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to bring Melina back. Melina would probably be my #1 character. If they just released one character as DLC, and they had Melina as one of those, I'd be satisfied. I know there will be many more. There's definitely plenty of space available in the character select screen. I also know that you can reset all these chests so that they give you more stuff. And don't get me wrong, if anybody's... I know there's a lot of people that are going to be fans of Maximilian, and I'm a fan of Maximilian. It's just certain things I don't agree with. He's definitely a professional, and he definitely does a heck of a lot better job than I do. I just, like, that one comment he made just sort of struck me as odd. Why would you want a microtransaction to fully unlock Krypt? Then why did you buy the game? Well... the answer would probably be because Mortal Kombat's, you know, a staple in most people's game collection. And why would you not want to support NetherRealm Studios with how well they've done fighting games? They're one of the one studios that keeps fighting games alive, right along Capcom and Namco. Goro's Lair. Environment art. Nice collection. 10,700 is a pretty average for a chest that gives you a skin. Not this time. But yeah, I put in that I'm going to be opening up 1 million coins worth of chests. And in the grand scheme of things, that's not all that impressive because it's not hard to get 1 million coin, really. And that's probably a product. It is a product of certain players demanding that rewards be greater from the Towers of Time. So I'm actually opening things. I'm probably unlocking so much stuff right now just based on the game being made easier. And I've even found and used this AI that you can have play through some of the Krypt, or sorry, the Towers of Time, which I didn't even know existed until... I thought that was me going to set up an AI, like you can send out a 3-fighter group of AIs to sort of be available for others to fight, or to fight for you, and to earn you coins. But I've realized that you can actually have an AI fight for you, almost like a spectator mode, in the Towers of Time, and not even play the game and still get the exact same rewards that you would have gotten if you would have played it yourself. And if you're not an experienced player, that's probably a pretty good choice for you to make. I'm not an experienced player, so I used that AI a couple of times to fight through really difficult Towers of Time. Like there's this one that bloodletting, it just drains you if you don't block. And well, actually, I say it's probably not the best one because the computer AI that was fighting for me was not blocking at all, so I had to kind of take over. But there's some of those different attributes on a stage that sometimes the AI can work around better. And until you want to unlock things for a specific character and you're not familiar with that character, you haven't trained with them yet, sometimes the AI might be a good bet. Sort of like those skip stage coins or something like that, which I haven't gotten any of those. I don't know where you get them from. Noob Saibot Shadow. What is that? Noob the Ripper. Oh, does that change Noob Saibot's Shadow? Interesting. So, but going back to the way, some people don't have time to play. I get it. So I guess certain options should be made available to them. And I don't necessarily have to spend all 1 million of these coins. I could spend until I get to around 500,000 and always keep 500,000 coins, the amount of souls and the amount of hearts that I was just gifted by NetherRealm. And then say, hey, I don't have to spend the coins that I was just given to me to extend the amount of time I have to play. But that's not going to change how much reward and how easy the Towers of Time have gotten. I know it's pretty... I don't know. It's small stuff, it really is. I've always told myself, don't sweat the small stuff, and it is small stuff. I just don't understand like the frustration and hate that some communities can have for a developer when the game is not teetering on perfection. not every game will be. Not every game is going to be exactly what expectations are supposed to be. Certain certain liberties that designers have to make the game what they see it to be. And most people probably see the difficulty as a ploy or predatory practices to force people to pay. Well, it only forces people to pay when they don't want to play. You know, if you have to grind if you have to play a game a lot to get the rewards that you want, then how is that a bad thing? I mean, I guess if you want to shorten things, then I guess like Max said, I guess a microtransaction that unlocks everything so that you don't have to go out and collect the coins and you can just use the stuff in your fighting matches is an option. But I like that you can crush these. 20 coins. 20 coins can go a long way. Alright, so I've taken care of this left side, I think, aside from some of the chests that I just can't unlock because I don't know how, I don't know how these get unlocked. I'm sure that will be revealed to me. Sorry, I'm going to crush this one chest. Sorry, it's something. I'm just I have a soft spot for crushing vases and breakable things to see what spews from within. Alright, so I think I got a lot of that area over there. Let's go over this way now. I think over on this side there's more. I guess it's a cemetery? It's a cemetery, or maybe it's a garden. I think there's more of these these Ermac trapped souls. Sorry, soul vault on this side than there are chests, but alright, so we're well into our 1 million coins, and we'll just keep spending this until it's gone. And I'll just open up things as I come to them. I might miss a couple of chests or soul vaults because they're not in my periphery of the screen. Oops, that's not the right button. You know, getting an icon for the amount of souls that you put into that is... that should be like in a coin chest, honestly. I don't know. I got a collector trade. You can get collector coins, and I think I've seen... there's a chest, and I learned this from, it got spoiled to me, so it's the only way I know about it. There's two things that were spoiled to me that I probably wouldn't have figured out until later in the game, playing more and exploring more, but now I know it because I watched Maximilian's video. No fault on his part. He should probably put a big spoiler warning at the beginning of the... because there are some things that are spoiled. I mean, even now, I may be spoiling some things for you, so... wish I should probably edit my screen. So, spoiler coming up right here. I mean, I think pretty much everything else that I've talked about has been things that you're just going to come across, but there's a spoiler coming up here, so if you don't want to know about this little trick, then turn away your eyes. So over here, there's a chest that will pop up. I think this one is how much? 100,000? 3,000. Oh, and I had 3,000 at one point, didn't I? I probably had a little less. So I think once you unlock this, then another chest will pop up from there that's like 100,000 something, which isn't a lot. You can get 100,000 going through a Tower of Time. And then you unlock that, and that gives you the ability to call on the collector, which is further down underneath the castle area, underneath this palace. And then you can get some cool coins to spend to beckon the collector, and then the collector will trade you for things that you've collected in the world here. I'm missing some of these. I'm wondering if maybe I should not open those souls so that I can get ooh, Katana Taunt, never again. Ooh, an Elder. This right here was fun. I died more than once trying to get this combination right. This was fun. I wish there was more of this, of these puzzles. I wish there was a lot more of these. This was a very entertaining and fun thing to do. There's another one on the map that is the dragon symbol that you have to sort of play, slide the blocks. I really love the puzzles. I really do. Combat card. Yeah, right now I think that Scarlet is my favorite Mortal Kombat character. I think she came out in she come out in 9 or 10. I think it was 9. Yeah, maybe I should save these souls. Definitely harder to get souls than it is coins. So I'll just focus on chests. I'm gonna stay away from souls. I did say that the video was about coins, so I'm not breaking anybody's hearts, I don't think. There's one. 10,000. Come on, give me a skin. Oh, nice. I think Jade was one of my go-to characters in Mortal Kombat, just because I'm partial to the color green. It's my favorite color. So, but I leaned towards Scarlet when she came onto the scene. Alright, I think... You know, it'd be cool if you could do a scan for chests. Because I'm sure there's some chests that I've just walked by like this one. Forge item, Bottled Thunder. Yeah, if you ever come across the video, please leave in the comments below what you like about Mortal Kombat 11, what you don't like about Mortal Kombat 11, what you'd like to see changed. Do you agree that the Mortal Kombat 11 was too hard and you appreciate... Oh, what? How is... Environment... There's a hospital room in one of the environments? With curtains and everything? That's an awkward story art. Where did that one come in? Was that a Jax thing? Or was it just like reference material? Interesting. I don't remember seeing that in the story. It was a good story. I think Kronika is a good anti-hero. Alright, let's move further down. Again, I apologize if I miss a couple of chests that are out of my field of view as I'm scanning here. Just try to open them as I see them until we get down to 0 coins or get to chests that are too expensive to open. Meteorite dust. Yeah, if you want to spend your coins the wisest, you might go on to some of Maximilian and watch some of his videos. He does a lot of tutorials on how to gain coin and possibly what's in specific chests. Here's one of the things is that I got the Kronika. I don't want to replenish this. I don't want to mess with that. Okay, I can cancel it. Woo! I took a risk there. I didn't know exactly how it activated. But you can restock or reset chests. Let's see. The time vault can rewind time and restock previously unlocked Krypt chests with new treasures. So it doesn't reset souls, but I think there's maybe another area that resets souls. The soul vaults. I'm going to cancel that. But you can go here. And I actually got Kronika, her amulet. Let's see if I can show you here. What is the... You know what? Just looking there. There it is. Sorry, I forgot what button I had to push to bring that up. So I got Key items. Where is she? Right? Is that it? Is it Chronica's Epoch Engine? Is that the one that... the power to manipulate time? I think this is the one that I got. I went to that shrine that you can put money in, and I put like the max I had at the time, and I think it was a little over 100,000. So I put in exactly 100,000, and that was what I got. So definitely, if you want to get some of her stuff, and there I go again. I apologize if I just spoiled that for you. Here I am being a hypocrite. So yeah, spoilers throughout, I guess. I apologize. That's one of the places you can get Chronica's amulet. Ooh, divorce skin. I will have edited the title screen, or the title of the video, hopefully, or put in the description, like, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. So hopefully you came into this knowing that some things might be revealed to you that you would not want to have revealed to you otherwise. Sonya's Fatality supply drop. Yeah, these things happen a lot. That's pretty cool. Sometimes I can't see where they're coming from, but that was a... I had my headphones on and I could actually listen to the direction it was coming from, so I can shatter this with a hammer. And I get Meteorite Core ×3, which I could probably bring over here to this forge and do something with. Noob side bot augments, icons. You know, I thought about, when I started this video, I had 1.3 million coins. And in the grand scheme of things, again, that's not a lot. I thought about waiting to do this video until I had like maybe 5 million coins, and then maybe that would be more interesting, and it would probably create what I don't like, which is a clickbait. But I think my definition of clickbait is baiting you in with controversy. As long as you talk about and don't contradict what it is in your video, then I don't think you're baiting people. Ooh, nice. So if I said 5 million and it was 5 million, then that would be the truth, and you would click on the video because that's what's actually in the video, and I'm not saying anything negative to get those that enjoy controversy and dirt digging, I guess. It's like, ooh, something bad, let's go watch that, versus, hey, something cool, let's go watch it because it's cool, not because it's stirring the pot. Which I think, and also, like, some videos will use thumbnails to bait you in, but nothing that is shown in the thumbnail is actually in the video at all. I think that's clickbaiting as well. And plus, I don't monetize. Not that I would ever get any money off of the things that I do. Black Dragon Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club: don't talk about Fight Club. Yeah, I'm not sure about Frost's design. I like the story arc, or the direction that they took her, about being sort of taken into the cyber Lin Kuei. I don't know if I like the design of her, though. I think the design's cool. Wow. I say I don't like her, and then they show me some cool stuff. Who doesn't like to bash old bones and chests for... Dude, I almost got 100 coins just from bashing broken vases and old skeletons. Scorpion Fatality Chain Reaction. That's a cool one. One thing I have tried to avoid when I found out it was using those AIs to fight in the Towers of Time for you. These These artworks are so comical. I can imagine, and I'm hoping that these are true, that these storyboards were littered throughout or on a large panoramic or, dry erase board or cork board or whatever they use to paste this stuff up in NetherRealm Studios to motivate people. Um, and I hope that some of this stuff, because there is like Aaron Black's, that's true. That's the one where he injects his rifle into a cavity that he's created in your chest, and then pulls the trigger of the rifle, which is buried in your chest, and then blows the back of your head out. And then also the sizzler there. Those are actual fatalities, and it shows sort of their concept for those. The things that motivated the team. But I would like to see stuff that didn't make it. That was just crazy. I don't know if those are available in here. I hope that they are. That would be something extremely entertaining to see what didn't make the cut, or that was cut and didn't make it into the game. It's always good to kind of see the thought processes that a studio goes through. But I'm sure they don't want to reveal all their cards, because they may save some of that stuff once they flesh it out. But it would be cool to see some of the initial stages of their development, and maybe if we see it in a future Mortal Kombat game, or see it in a future character that's released for Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, that that spinning icon right there, I believe that is Frost. I think Frost is the only character that does that. I'm sure a lot of people spin, but I don't want to say that necessarily looks like Cabal. Anyway, she kind of has this, her midsection spins while her head and her lower body are stationary while she attacks you. I think that's a really cool attack. But sorry, I digressed. Got off topic. So talking about the AI characters, I tried to stop using them because they automatically do and reveal fatalities. And I'm a bit of an old school, I mean, there's many of us that are, but I remember Mortal Kombat in the arcades. I played Mortal Kombat in the arcades. I remember putting my quarters on the cabinet waiting to play Mortal Kombat, and that was at a time where the fatalities weren't readily available, and they definitely weren't not displayed on the screen, or displayed for everybody to see. It was word of mouth. It was something that would get around the community. It might show up in a magazine of some kind, or it would just be word of mouth. The interweb wasn't as prevalent and full of wealth of information like it is today, and you could literally know all the Mortal Kombat fatalities right up by the time you buy the game. And you can see how in these Mortal Kombat games for the home systems, they kind of reveal some of that stuff for you. But I kind of enjoyed discovering some of the inputs for it, and that's got to be extremely hard for most people. And the original Mortal Kombat was what, eight characters? Jeez, I don't even remember. So you had Sonya, Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden. I almost want to say that it was 6. Kano is 6. Was there just 6? Jeez. I'm kind of distracted about opening chests, so I don't drag out this video, but man, but anyway, I mean, you didn't have to really, and they all had one fatality. They obviously started getting more and more fatalities as the number of Mortal Kombat games increased. So imagine like the overwhelming anticipation of seeing new fatalities and waiting for the community to figure it out. That's all the way up to what they ended in arcades with Mortal Kombat 4, I think, was the last Mortal Kombat game in arcades, before they just started going into, because Deadly Alliance wasn't an arcade game. Did it ever get in the arcades? Let me know in the description, in the comments. Was Mortal Kombat 5 in arcades? Pretty sure it wasn't. So this cricket here, see, I feel like I have to turn this flame on. And this chirping makes me think I need to put on my, like, stuff like this, these audio cues. There's another one. Man, these things are falling out of the sky all the time. These are cool. I like this. What a great addition. It's like once you hear that swooshing, I keep thinking it's an airplane, but it's cool that these things kind of show up. Handful of flux. I don't know, maybe welding some stuff? Oh, here we go. Sorry if I kind of get distracted by things to smash. I do so enjoy smashing things. See, this is the one that I was saying before. I don't think I've seen the old, or the reference to Mortal Kombat 1 Sonya, to where she's wearing just the bandana and the green suit, but I've seen it in the story mode, to where she's wearing that outfit, but I don't see that in the customized screen. Like, I don't see that as an optional skin or outfit. I don't know if that was purposefully removed from there so it didn't spoil anything. Sorry, I'll go back to opening chests. I apologize. We're just trying to see kind of how far a million coin goes. And obviously I started with a little bit more than a million, but... And I'm quickly approaching my $500,000 or 500,000 coin mark. And at the beginning of the video I kind of talked about getting coins for free from NetherRealm Studio based on the outcry of the community. And I wasn't quite, you know, in agreement with why NetherRealm Studio should make the game easier, and they tried to subdue the amount of uproar and the mob that was quickly forming, and they said, here, take 500,000, here, unlock stuff for free, which then makes the amount of time you spend in the crypt less, and they made the game easier to play and the rewards greater, so now that inherently makes you spend less time in the crypt. There's definitely a lot of stuff to collect, but it just makes the crypt sort of a shopping spree versus a place that you come to for a little while to unlock another chest and then see what you get and then go back out and play. You get so many coins now, and you know that might be the intentions. I mean, people have fun differently. And how you change the game system to accommodate everybody's wants and demands is a hard thing to do. I think they did a really good job catering to what fans know and love about Mortal Kombat. I just think the way that the community went about it and were upset almost at NetherRealm Studio for forcing them to play the game too long was just sort of weird. So I'm quickly approaching that $500,000 mark, and I was a little reserved on whether or not I wanted to spend that $500,000 the way that I told myself, hey, if you ever start approaching that $500,000, you're now getting into that free. Man, they're just falling like crazy. So I'm fully aware of that, and I've just sort of accepted my fate. That, you know, I'm not going to be able to get away from how easy they've made, not how easy, but the level of difficulty has been changed on Mortal Kombat 11 to where you're getting stuff faster, and I can't escape that because they've changed it already, and I would have to stop playing Towers of Time. Oh, do you have to crush those in a certain amount of time? I did not know that. Okay, so if you ever hear those things fall from the sky, get over to them and crush them quickly, because you could be missing out on some forge items. I think that's all I've seen come through there is forge items. Yeah, like here, this gate, I think it's more of a shortcut. I think there are other ways back here. Sometimes I miss the levers that are obvious sometimes out here, but see, I like stuff like this. Like, ooh, how am I going to get back there? It's got that Zelda moment to where you know you can see where you need to get, but you will definitely come back later when you found out yourself how this gate rises up. So yeah, sorry, my phone's going off if you can hear that red alert in the background. If you can't, then don't just disregard everything I just said. On my phone I have like the red alert, like the sci-fi red alert, because it makes the most noise. It'll wake me up, so one, it's alarm. If I need to get a phone call, and if I ever have my phone anywhere in my house, I can pretty much hear it, and I can get to it. So I'm going to pause here. I'm just going to stand here and look up at the moon, enjoy the moon. I'm going to go grab my phone real quick so I can see exactly who called. All right, so yeah, so if you ever hear those meteors coming overhead, or if you think it's an airplane, look up in the sky. It's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's meteorite. And then go smash those things open in a short amount of time, because they crumble into nothingness. I can't wait to go back in and just look at some of this artwork. I like that Jackie outfit right there. That's pretty cool. Which brings me to another topic that I just recently listened to. Another, I forget the guy's video. He does a lot of kind of analytical stuff. But he recently made a comment about censorship. Like Sony's been censoring a lot of things recently, more than maybe they should. But his topic was the censorship of female characters in Mortal Kombat 11. And I can see some of that, because I agree in part that a lot of what makes Mortal Kombat is there's some sexuality in it, and there's a lot of violence. Fatalities sort of hit the arcade scene, and like, oh my gosh, you can do what at the end of the fight? They don't just fall on the ground and you win. You can take their heads out of their, and their spine out of their, oh my gosh. So that's what makes Mortal Kombat sort of its own unique flavor, and it entices people. So I agree with that. And you know, sex sells, unfortunately. The male body and the female body with less clothes on is going to sell to the individual that likes to see that stuff. And I like a female form, and a lot of the female costumes have been designed in a way that covers up the female body. And the argument for that guy's video was the censorship was changing the way. Oh, see, smashing, that's awesome. I came over here just to smash crates because I've been distracted by it, but it brought me to a chest, and this one's 14,000. So skin, come on, skin, yeah, awesome. I have to play around with the combat card a little bit more and change it to more to my liking. But like the costumes have changed for females, and he was saying that the females are completely covered up, and they don't have a lot of attractive skins. They don't have a lot of attractive uniforms or outfits. But I beg to differ. Like, there are a lot of costumes to where the females are revealing skin, and he said that the males are allowed to not be censored. But really, I mean, what are you going to have Johnny Cage in a crotch strap to meet or mirror close to what females are normally shown in video games? I think like that Jackie costume is what brought that up. That Jackie costume is pretty sexy. I think it's a great looking costume. It makes her look really good. But she normally wears, like Sonya and Cassie Cage, they wear a lot of protective gear, which makes sense. I don't know who goes into a fight wearing a bikini. Ooh, I can unlock this. Do I want to unlock this? I don't know if I want to unlock this right now. That's a lot of coins, and plus I need 3,000 for that that place for the collector that I mentioned before. All right, let's keep unlocking here. But yeah, so I think there's costumes on the female characters, every one of them, except for maybe Cassie Cage. Cassie Cage doesn't have anything but what looks like an Iron Man suit. While that's interesting, I just don't see. It just doesn't fit what he had mentioned in his videos of what Mortal Kombat was. It was always about those sexually charged costumes, male and female. So I think that they're definitely there. Need a dragon amulet. The costumes are certainly here, and I've seen them. There's some that are more revealing than others. I don't know what he was missing, but I mean, look at that. That's a nice costume. I know it doesn't reveal her chest as much. Like a lot of her skin is covered up in color, but even in between her cleavage there, that's colored red. But there are costumes that remove that color red, and it is her bare skin. So I don't know what more he wants. I know that when I was watching the video, I was remembering that they had a costume for Melina to where she was wearing nothing but bandages. She looked like a mummy character, where she was just wrapped up, and the wrap was really only enough there to cover up the genitalia. And if that's what he's wanting, is to see more skin like that, I don't know if that's necessarily iconic, but I can also see where he was thinking more of a leotard or a bikini style one piece even for like the ninjas. Melina, Katana, Jade, they have those sort of one piece outfits, very revealing, very what other way you want to describe it other than sexual, and very attractive. Revealing, I guess revealing would be a good term, not to offend anybody. But that's still there. They've just sort of have sort of a gauntlet style to what they're wearing now. They've got more coverings. So I think the costumes are there to make this sidetrack conversation a little shorter. All right, so I am now well into my 500,000. So I've accepted that my Mortal Kombat game, while will reward me faster, it will shorten the amount of time I have to play the game to do the Krypt. Now there's definitely, 1v1, there's still versus play, there's still tournament stuff that I could do. I've completed the story, so I've gotten what I need to get out of that. I don't know if you play it again to get more stuff. I don't think you would, but I mean, it's definitely a story that you could probably play twice and not get bored with. Any more than you would with any movie that you like. So if you really like the story, go back through it again. So this is the shrine that I was talking about, and Maximilian mentioned that there isn't really loot boxes in the game, but this is the closest thing that Mortal Kombat 11 has, the shrine. He called it the shrine box. So you could pay your in-game currency to get in-game items, and I don't really call that a loot box or a shrine box. Yes, it's random, but you play in-game to get coins to pay into this shrine. So that isn't a loot box. I'm pretty sure that you can't buy coins, which is the only thing this thing accepts. So they're not enticing people to pay money for more coins. And even if you could buy coins, that's optional. So, but they were asking to make it easier, I guess for that reason, to take away what people are not wanting to do, which is to play games so they can get things easier, which is what loot boxes were sort of designed to do, to obviously earn them more revenue, which is another discussion, and I digress. I apologize. It's a heated debate, and some people have more information on it than I do. They're closer to the industry. They understand how it works. Some companies can get really egregiously greedy. Some are just trying to recoup some of their investment. Some are really good about the offerings that they have. It can go either way. Really, I think any microtransaction is an optional buy. You're not forced to buy it. Phone apps have been doing it for years, and I don't see any major uproar or laws being passed to prevent that type of gambling. But we're gonna subdue the video game industry for doing something similar. That's definitely a heated topic. I shouldn't go there. I might get one or two comments, but I welcome it. I welcome the discussion. It's not violent to talk, but sometimes, another game I really do like is Anthem. I like the game. I know it came in a state that is not great, but it is a good game that could be great. And the way that the I want to say community, but I mean there is an Anthem community, and some of them are upset. Some of them are okay with the state of Anthem. Some know that there could be more to Anthem. I know that Anthem has problems, but I don't need to scream at the top of my lungs and berate all of BioWare, the people that have worked on the game, and say you are a company that needs to be shut down because you did not launch Anthem correctly. And you know, I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent, but I just think the way that people respond and demand things from video game developers has gotten a little. There's a lack of tact. Those symbols are taking a little bit of. There's a little delay there for them to pop up. I like that severed arm of Shinnok. I kind of like Kotal Khan's more tribal look versus that green peacock-looking head piece he's got. That I guess is his mainstay. Frost. Ooh. I like that Frost on the left. If I could get that costume, that would be pretty cool. Devora ovipositor? Ovipositor? Huh. Alright, I smashed that. You know, sometimes I've found that the hammer will only smash when you're facing directly at the piece, no matter how wide the swing. And sometimes it hits it on the outside of its swing, so... Interesting. Yeah, so there's got to be something that allows me to shoot fire or control fire. Because I was able to light this one by this chain over here. But this chain is broken, and there's no flame there. And then I believe these two chains over here are also broken. So I'm curious if there's a fire ability, because when I hit my circle button, it's Kinshi, blindfold. When I hit my triangle button, it's the hammer. When I hit the square button, it's the hammer. When I hit the triangle button when I'm not looking at anything that has a prompt on it, nothing happens. Like if I look up here, I know I hit the triangle button. It's Scorpion's Spear to grab things at a distance. And then the X button does nothing other than interact with things when you get the prompt. It's the same thing, like I can hit the hammer while that prompt is up. I'm wondering if triangle does something else contextually, like for fire. Not 100% sure about that. I want to say leave comments in the description below. And I think maybe this is where I get it from, because this is very fire themed. And I pull this, and I get this to come down. If I go over here, yeah, so see I can load something in here. And I think if I offer something to that, maybe this is where I get the fire ability. There's some chests. So I got 400,000 left. A little over 400,000. I think maybe this one would have sent me under. Nope, so I'm at 410,000. Opening a good amount of chests. I'm trying to avoid the souls, because I need to go back and earn another 2,050 or so. 1,047 I need to go back and earn to open up that place for the collector. I'm sure like these will open up. Is there anything behind here? There's fire. I can't get back there. I can't get back there. Okay, I'm not gonna do any souls today or during this video. Just trying to spend as quickly as I can while getting slightly distracted with all the cool stuff that's around here. Alright, I think I've got everything down that way. Get this chest. Alright, so we're now below 400,000. I've got a lot of good skins. Is he playing with an action figure? That's funny. Alright, more chests, more chests, more chests. See, that's a good Cassie Cage, to where she's not wearing a ton of like this battle armor. I think I already rung this bell. No, I didn't. Oh, there's that gate. I've been wondering how to open that gate. There we go. Actually, that might be a new gate. Is that a new gate? Or is that this gate back here? If that's this gate back over... What's over this way? Let's go back over here. What is this? Lift object. Okay, that cost me anything, did it? Oh, thanks for the extra 3,000. I think I got that ability underneath the... spoiler, I think I got that underneath the pit. That's where I got the ability to lift that stuff. Alright, so back under 400,000. I got a little bit of a boost there from lifting up that stuff. So I opened up a door that led to what was looking at a Goro statue. I think that's this one over here that was... I was looking at from the outside, looking at this Goro statue. Pretty sure. Yeah. So finally that door's open. Oh, I got a heart. Yeah, I think you always get a heart when you pull those guys down from above. Alright, more chests over here. Lots of good Mortal Kombat skins. Man, that's some... One of those... I don't think these Frost costumes are in there, but those are pretty cool. And I hope in addition to the DLC, which they're obviously going to have for characters, possibly stages, I hope they have a bunch of new skins for existing characters. Maybe they'll answer the... I've only seen one video about the lack of sensual costumes. Maybe they'll answer that demand if there's a big enough one. I mean, they've done pretty good with responding to the communities. Let's see if there's any other chests around here. There probably are. I've just missed them. Alright, let's start going. Oh, there's some over here. Noob, Cybot. I don't know if these guys respawn. Like, do I get another guy for some reason impaling himself on that spike? Some more skins. That's a good one. More chests down here. Yeah, here's the other... It's just sort of a... kind of a... what is it? A seal that opens up another part of the area. I thought it was going to be a door that you walk through. But it is not. Alright, let's open up these two chests. Cassie Cage glasses. Cool, cool. Some more art, music. I like the concept art. I always do. Yeah, this script is pretty awesome. Going back to some of the classic stages of the original Mortal Kombat tournament, being around Shang Tsung's island. Yeah, what a great... Being able to walk around like the pit is pretty cool. I'm going to open up one of these. It's the last one I'm going to be able to open because I don't have a lot of hearts. You usually get 6 items from this. Ooh, it's all about Frost. All about Frost. Yeah, I don't have a lot of hearts. Yeah, this one right here, I'm not quite sure like what they want me to do with this. Something I get to unlock, discover. Alright, so I still got 322,000 coins. Let me see here. think I'm going to go down below. I've gotten a lot of what's up above. We're going to go down into Goro's lair, which I think this is one direction to go. Yeah. Excuse me. Alright, first chest down here. 6,000 gets me... I don't know what those are. I wonder if that... Nope. Okay. This is the first time I've been down here. Spoiler, maybe. Maybe spoiler. Possibly spoiler. I'll leave that for later. Leave you for later. 15,000 will get me a Sub-Zero Glacial Freeze. Another 50,000. It's going to be a skin. Skin for Garrus. Alright, I'm going to leave these souls where they are. Come back for them at a later time. So now I'm down to less than 1,000. 947 I need to get back up to get that collector soul vault to unlock a chest, which I think is around 100,000. Still going to spend all my money up here. That was obviously not a way to get down to Goro's lair. I thought you could have gotten down here, because I've gone down here before, and I think I was stopped by that bridge, so I came back up. Alright, so let's go to Goro's lair. Okay. Don't want to spend anything there. I think Goro's lair's down here. Yeah, I'm curious about these head spikes. They have to be characters that maybe I defeat in online, or and then I get a chest for it. I'm not quite sure. Very interesting, though. Definitely looks like a place to put a head on a spike, though. That'd be cool to see that kind of art once all those heads are on the spike. It looks pretty cool. What happens when I inspect this? Oh, I do have it. Alright, so I don't want to open those just yet. Alright, we're going back down. I think I got majority of the chests up there. I might have missed one or two. But I should have at least 288,000 coin worth of chests to open down here. Let's see. Alright, good. Chest really close by. Yeah, see how it's taking a while for the icons to load? Not a big deal. But should I go in an uproar and tell NetherRealms, oh gosh, your game is horrible because your icons don't load in fast enough time? I don't know, it's petty stuff, really. Forge. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of forging. Because I haven't really unlocked a lot of stuff either, so that's probably why. Alright, let's move a little bit further into Goro's lair. This place is really cool. They did a great job. Like, each one of these, like this, in and of itself, you could put right here. Like, right along this space right here could be a stage. With all this in the background. In any direction. You could make it this way too. Like there's some really cool stuff in here. Chests. Brig's skin. Some consumables. Scorpions. Ooh, I like that scorpion spear. Nice. Very nice. Gambler's Greed. Collector Satchel, so a different type of backpack, or they're calling it a satchel. He likes to do a lot of collecting, hence his name, and puts all his stuff in there, including defeated enemies' heads. Collector story art. Collector story art. That's probably for his, like, there's different types of stories. There's the main campaign, which is the main story. Talks all about Chronica's stuff. And then there's the individual characters that you play as a result of going through the towers. And then you get to sort of see the panel art endings for the character of your choice. That might be what those are, sort of. So this one is also more of Chronica's time stuff. Do they all do the same thing? Chronica's time vault, replenish the riches of the crypt. I wonder if there's any of these. So this is still chests. So I don't think there's... Maybe there is. I'm not sure if there's a way to replenish the environment art. Skip fight. I think this is the first skip fight I've gotten. If I haven't been paying attention, I apologize. Maybe I've gotten one or two, but... I guess the really hard stuff, I guess you could skip, and... Because I have seen some extremely hard one-time fights that, you know, I was like, eh. But, I mean, you want to get better with that stuff, right? And then when you actually win it without skipping it or using the AI, then it's a little more rewarding. And those rewards should be respective of the amount of effort that it took to win. So a harder battle should give you things that aren't easily gotten otherwise. Like, coins are very easy to get. So if you beat an extremely hard character, then maybe you should get some things like a collector coin, things that are rare. Some art. Ooh, sorry, music. That looks like the acid pit. Kind of reminded me of that. Alright, which way do I want to go here? I came from... Did I come from that way? Or did I come from that way? I did not come from that way because Goro is down that way. So I came from that way. And then I'm going to go this way. Open up some more chests. And I don't mean through fatalities. $500 sunglasses. Brutality and a Johnny Cage fatality. Who hired this guy? Who hired this guy is a little quote from the first movie. When they introduced the Johnny Cage character and they were doing a movie scene. And spoiler. And yeah, so in that first Mortal Kombat movie, the original one, they introduced Johnny Cage's character and they were filming a scene, and it looks like maybe he was actually a real setting versus a filming of a set, and one of the stunt doubles doesn't fall down on a kick that he should have fallen down on, because Johnny Cage's character kicked him. Oh, I get another one. What am I using for that? Is that an ability? Oh, is there... Oh, I didn't even know this was here. Where does this take me? Let's open up my map here. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten into this one. Ooh, that's going to take me in an area I haven't been in. And I'm by the collector's area. So back here is the collector, and he is... Oh, he's here. Have something to trade? Yes, I do. I thought you had to use a collector coin. Maybe when you use him enough, or he shows up at specific times. That's right. So the Krypt time down there at the bottom. I remember this from watching Maximilian's video. He shows up at specific times on the Krypt time, and I guess this is the time that he's here. Otherwise, you have to use a collector coin to call him in. So yeah, there's that. More chests. Let's open up chests. Keep moving along. Sorry I've made this video longer than it probably could have been if I just ran from chest to chest. I hope I haven't... If you stayed with me this long, you're really awesome. And maybe you've started some discussions down in the comment section about some of the things I've spoken to. Please feel free to agree or disagree. I welcome that. Definitely not going to yell hate back at you. You have a right to your opinions, but as long as you're not trying to force opinions through hateful remarks. I guess to each their own, right? Alright, I'm gonna actually see what this guy, what the collector will
I'll
do for me.
accept only the best in trade.
Alright, Shards of Life. Tarkatan Blood Offering. Summon Baraka. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do that one. Oh, I can't, because I don't have the things. Okay. So I don't have a Skull of Cerberus. Imprisoned Voice of the Queen. Ooh, Sindel. Sindel would be a cool character to bring back. Kung Lao's Skin. Yeah, I don't have any of the things that he's asking for.
No deal.
Well, yeah, because I didn't trade you. I wonder what that dragon back there is from. Alright, no more chests down here. Let's move on, move on, move on. Gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. This video's already longer than probably it should have been. This is locked. Why is this locked? Oh, because I don't have enough hearts. That's why. Alright. Yeah, so even all the stuff that I've walked through and done up to this point, I don't want to go up there just yet. Let's go back to Goro's area. Even with all the stuff that I've gone through, I still haven't walked through here with Kenshi's mask on. And I've heard there's some pretty scary moments for people that, like, you walk through this area with the blindfold on and things will pop up out of nowhere. And I only know that because that was spoiled to me by watching Maximilian's video. So I guess this is ability. I'm not using any consumable for that. It doesn't say I'm losing anything. Why would, if that one was locked, this has got to be something good. I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm doing it. Cetrion. Cetrion's got a really cool red outfit that you get from playing in the main campaign, which I think is probably the best out of all of them. So I've already got like the one that I really want. See, there's your skin revealing outfit. Like if you're wanting these sensual or sexualized costumes that make little sense in an actual fight, why would you bare your skin? But I mean, they're doing like hand-to-hand combat with a bunch of weapons, so whatever. Kotokan brutality, burnt. I like how some of the brutalities are classic fatalities. You've literally got 4 finishing moves per character, which some of the what do you call it when you have to press the L2 and R2? It's not rage. But even some of those are fatalities. They just don't dismember you like most of the other fatalities do. Like that's one of the differences with fatalities and brutalities and some of that bone crunching stuff that you see in game. Some of that stuff would obviously kill people, but in Mortal Kombat, if you aren't dismembering, removing limbs, or decapitating a character, then it's not a true fatality. Chest unlocked. Combat card for Frost. And a background for my combat card. Alright, we're getting into the mid 100,000s. So I'm running out of coins here pretty quickly. But easy to get them back. Easy to get them back. Just go into the Towers of Time and play those. Easy to get coins. I don't know how much easier it is now because I think you have to really play the game before they turned everything to easy. Talisman of the Kafala Warlocks. The Kafala Warlocks were the most powerful sorcerers of Outworld's antiquity. They secretly influenced Outworld's Khans, shaping their reigns to suit their agenda, the Netherrealm's conquest of the realm. When the truth was discovered, the traitorous Warlocks were wiped out. I guess with that particular weapon? Boy, that green light just blinded me. Alright. I like how you expect some of this stuff. Draman's mask. Was that a chest? Douche! Sonya! Helicopter! Sonya! Turret fatality. I thought that was going to be a blade I could take, but you cannot. Alright, so I think, nope. Hidden chests in the dark. Johnny Cage, fatality, and concept art. Cool stuff, cool stuff. You know, I wonder whether or not people would have been as upset about the hard work that they have to do if you knew what each was in each chest. Like, you could walk around and search for what's in, or see what's already in the chest, or if the chests weren't randomized for players. I just think that people would not have complained as much if they knew how much they had to earn to open a specific box that would give them a specific thing. I'm sure that, like, if I knew Kano's skin was in this specific box, which it's different for everybody from what I understand, but even I myself, let's say that everybody had the same chests. Eventually, the community would come together with this chest in Goro's treasure chamber at area 38349386 contains a skin for Kano. If that was the same for everybody, then would people really be that upset with how long they have to grind? Because if they know exactly where to go to get what they need, I only had to spend, you know, around 15,000 at the most for some of these chests, and I get exactly what I want. I think they were just upset with, oh, I have to go through the entire crypt and I don't know what I'm getting. It feels like I'm grinding and it's horrible. I hate playing games, is what it sounded like they were complaining about. Which is, why wouldn't you want to play the game to get these rewards? Like, to me, I know there are some rewards in here. They're like, oh, a consumable. Oh, okay, I can use it if I know how to use it correctly. So it might be extremely rewarding for me. But now that I'm just sort of getting a ton of coins, and I've played for maybe 2 to 3 hours consecutively, and I've already gotten close to 1 million coins. I think I was close to 800,000, but then they gave me 500,000, so that jutted me up well beyond that. But I hadn't played that long, and I had played and earned those coins, but now I've got like an extra $500,000, and I'm literally on a shopping spree. I've done no effort to open up these things, so they're not as, oh yeah, I got another Scorpion skin. I'm out of money, but you know what? I'm gonna go play with Scorpion now because I got a new skin for him. Now, because I'm just running through all this stuff and I've got sort of an unlimited amount of coins because they've made it easier for people that want to get through this fast. To me, that sounds weird. Oh, a Shao Kahn skin, and I didn't buy Shao Kahn. I don't know. Let me know if you don't agree with that. I mean, everybody's gonna have, like, yeah, I don't have the time to play. I'd rather just have all the coins up front. It just doesn't make these rewards as rewarding because I've been given a lot of this currency to unlock this stuff for free, and they come to me easier now because they've reduced the difficulty level. Oh, can I stick that in my head? Oh, I can't. Oh, I've impaled myself. Why did I unlock this? You know why I think I unlocked this? Is because this is a Kenshi mask area. I bet you I'm able to smash this. No. Why would they want me to... Anyway. I don't know why that place would be locked off. There's nothing back there. Or there is, and I just don't know it yet. Alright. Back to opening chests. I got 66,000, so probably around 5 or 6 more chests I could open up if they're not all 1,000s. If they're around 10,000 each, I should have about 6 more chests. I'm running past some chests here. There's a 2,000. Okay, maybe more than 5. Grave Robber. Yeah, see? I've earned the Grave Robber trophy, but really not as a part of me getting through the game, but as a part of the community demanding that the game be made easier so they can get through it faster. That's unrewarding to me. While it's fun to be able to go on a shopping spree in the Krypt has now become less of something that is more mysterious and more rewarding based on my effort. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you've watched it this far, maybe you're curious, either just to see what gets unlocked, or... I don't know. What else have I got here? Anything? Yeah, I picked up... This is where I got Kenshi's mask. Maybe Kenshi will come back. It's okay. His dead body can be here, and his character could have been brought back based on the time rift, or... You can explain any character back into a story. You could literally just have the character walk back in, and everybody looks at him. I thought you were dead. Well, you were wrong. And then they just enter into the fray. Alright, I think I'm complete in here for the most part. I don't know if you can get up on the second level. Don't know. Unsure. Alright, now I need to get out of here. Open some more chests. Alright, 44,000 to go. Let's see if I can get at least one more skin. I'm pretty sure I got everything while I was back there. Let me look at the map real quick. Yeah, I think I went through everything in there. Yeah, pretty sure. Alright, let's go back over to that top right lift, and we'll see where that takes us, and then we'll end it there. How about that? I'll try not to open any chests that I see here, because maybe there's some new chests, because I haven't been back in that area. So if you guys don't want to see that new area, then look away. Alright, make sure I'm going in the right direction. I am. Take a right up here. I'll try to save these last 44,000 for any chests that I find over in this area. Which I'm pretty sure this is a new area that I haven't seen before. Or it's just become a shortcut and I've unlocked everything that's in this area that I'm about to arrive at. It'd be cool if I got into a chamber that was otherwise blocked off and I pulled a lever to then access the areas I've been to before that I was in and saw this area from. And this isn't an area. Oh, so that's what this is. Okay. Yeah, so I've been through all of this. The chests are feeling kind of sparse now, aren't they? Except for some of the Shao Kahn chests. Like, see, have I opened up pretty much everything before I have to reset the chests? It's kind of a bummer, right? And I guess resetting chests is really just giving you opportunity for more random rolls out of chests that aren't, you know, specific. Like the Shao Kahn chests don't get reset. But I've pretty much... Do I have to... Like, it costs me money to unlock, or to reset chests. Alright, I wonder if... Oh, I'm gonna have to go back over here. I wonder if all the meteorites that fall always fall in this big open courtyard out here. Or out here. Yep, they sort of do, I guess. It's the biggest open area. Yeah, definitely have to get those... I wonder if they're always souls. But see, these are the cool things about playing a game. You learn things on your own versus it being completely opened up. There's a 10,000. 34,000 to go. Ah, I did. I got one more skin before I was done. So, met that achievement. So, I mean, that's the part of playing a game versus being allowed to rush through a game. Like, open the stuff, earn the coins by yourself. Don't ask them to make it easier so you can get through it faster. Oh, there's a bunch of chests. Alright, so this is the area. This will be the area that will end this video. I do appreciate those of that have stuck around to watch here. I'll try to open up the most expensive one. So I got a 13,000 and then 11,000. So open up these two. Again, I appreciate anybody that stuck around this long to watch this 1 million coin. Oh, I got a Cetrion skin. Oh, that's a pretty good one. I still like her. It almost looks like lava skin, or lava uniform on the one that I like the best that you get from playing the campaign. Anyway, back to my thanks for all those that watched. I saw a couple of comments. Dang, I got another skin, and I'm really hitting it. So around 10,000 and up, you get a pretty good percentage, probably a 90% chance of getting a skin out of a $10,000 or higher chest. Sorry. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with it and listening to me ramble on a bit about what I think of Mortal Kombat and the chests. So I am now below 10,000. So that one's locked. That one's locked. I'm starting to see the lock signs. All right. So this will be the last one that I open because it's right at where my limit's at. Bam. Con sequences. Oh, a Shao Kahn fatality. And I don't have Shao Kahn. Alright, so that was 1 million coins, and I probably earned a couple of coins throughout, so I pretty much spent a good million. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Please leave a bunch of comments. Tell me what you think. Maybe I'll earn another 5,000 or 5 million, and then we'll go on a massive shopping spree, or I'll get a bunch of souls and make that a separate video, and then we'll reset all the chests and do it all over again. So yeah, awesome. Again, thanks for watching. You guys are always awesome. Anybody who sticks around and watches and leave comments or just stops by. Thanks, guys.